Hi there. For today's read aloud, we are going to be listening to the story Knuffle Bunny by Mo Willems. So go ahead and use the title Knuffle Bunny and use this cover to make a prediction. Alright, if you need more time for your prediction, just go ahead and pause the video. But we're going to be listening to Knuffle Bunny. Remember, our focus for today is making connections. So, while you're listening to this story, I want you to think of connections that you can make. Can you make a text-to-self connection, a text-to-text connection, or a text-to-world connection? Okay? Does this book remind you of something that's happened to you? Does this book remind you of another book? Or does this book remind you of something out in the world or community, okay?
Oh, it's a daddy, run! Run away!
No, he's nice.
You have a nice daddy?
Yeah, and a nice mommy.
No, I don't believe it. How long have you had a daddy and a mommy?
I just had them.
Since forever?
Yes, forever.
Hey, I want to hear a story. You want to hear a story?
Well, we have one.
We have a story?
Right now.
No way! What's it called?
Knuffle Bunny.
A Cautionary Tale by Mo Willems. We open up, and what's the first picture?
They're getting married.
Do they look happy?
Yeah, why are they throwing rice?
Because that's traditional when you get married. Oh, and what's this picture?
They have a baby.
They have a baby. It's going, wah! And look at this picture. What are they doing in this picture here?
They give me a baby a ride.
They got a baby ride, and they're in front of a house. It looks like they just bought a house. And then what's this picture?
A Knuffle Bunny with Trixie.
Not so long ago. Before she could
Even speak words.
Trixie went on an errand.
With her daddy.
Trixie and her daddy went
Down the block.
Don't forget to be paying attention and thinking of your own connections, okay?
through
The park.
past
The school.
and into
The laundromat.
Trixie helped her daddy put the laundry into the machine. She even got to put the money into the machine. Then they left. But a block or so later, Trixie realized something.
What do you think she realizes? Give you a moment to make a prediction. All right, if you need more time for your prediction, just pause the video. Let's find out if your prediction comes true.
Trixie turned to her daddy and said,
Aggle, flaggle, quabble.
"That's right," replied her daddy. "We're going home."
Aggle, flaggle, quabble!
said Trixie again.
Waggle, plabble. Whoopty, flappy? Snoop.
Now, please don't get fussy, said her daddy. Well, she had no choice. Trixie bawled. She went boneless. She did everything she could to show how unhappy she was. By the time they got home, her daddy was unhappy too. As soon as Trixie's mommy opened the door, she asked,
Where's Knuffle Bunny?
"Huh?" The whole family ran down the block.
Did your prediction come true? Did you think she was upset about her bunny? Okay, let's keep going.
And they ran through the park. They zoomed past the school and into the laundromat. Trixie's daddy looked for Knuffle Bunny and looked and looked and looked. But Knuffle Bunny was nowhere to be found. So, Trixie's daddy decided to look harder. Until...
Knuffle Bunny!
And those were the first words Trixie ever said. The end. You like that story?
Yes.
Good. I like it too. What's going on here?
Oh, look at Trixie.
Trixie and her daddy and her mommy, and they're walking back home, and do they look happy?
Yeah. And she's holding her mommy, and Daddy's holding Trixie, and Trixie's holding Knuffle Bunny and hugging her.
I love you, Trixie.
Yeah.
Hey, did you know that this was the daddy and Trixie, and did you know this was their story? You did? Awesome. All right, I hope you liked this little read aloud. I always think this is such a cute book, and it's a great book for connections. So what I would like to do now is give you a moment to think about a connection. Remember, text to self. This book reminds me of something that's happened in my life. Or text to text. This book reminds me of another book. Or text to world. This book reminds me of something that's happened out in the world or community. So go ahead and make your connections right now. All right, if you need a little bit longer to think of your connection, just go ahead and pause the video, but I'm going to share my connection to give you an example, okay? Now, I'm going to do text to self. This book reminds me of something that happens in my life, okay? So, the little girl Trixie reminds me of my little girl Amelia and how she loves her stuffed animal. So it reminds me of my baby, okay? So that's my connection, text to self. Now, I'm going to give you some help if you had a hard time thinking of a connection. Think of, okay, have you ever done laundry with someone? Have you ever been to a laundromat? Have you ever lost something and got really upset like Trixie did? Do you have a favorite stuffed animal or toy? Okay, have you ever gone walking with either a parent or a family member to go do some errands like Trixie did with her dad? They went walking and did some errands. Okay, those are connections you can make from the book to yourself. Or do people out in the world, do they go to laundromats? Do they go do laundry? Do people lose things and get upset sometimes? Yeah, so that could be a text to world as well. So go ahead and keep thinking of your connections, and on the next slide you're going to have a moment to share your connections with a partner if you're at school, and if you're at home then you can share it with a sibling, an adult, or your stuffed animal. Okay, I hope you enjoyed today's little read aloud.